Learn English easily.
Chapter 1. My first job. Just after finishing college with my degree in environmental science, I was full of excitement and big dreams about changing the world for the better. I went back to the place where I grew up, looking forward to starting my career with fresh energy. But soon, I ran into a big problem. Finding a job in my field in my small town was tougher than I thought. There weren't many opportunities for someone who wanted to work in environmental science here. This situation could have made me feel down, but it didn't. Instead, it made me want to try even harder. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but my desire to make a difference in protecting our planet only grew stronger. Even though my hometown is small, and it might seem like there aren't many chances to do what I studied for, I kept feeling hopeful. I was ready to face the challenge, keep looking for a way to start my career, and help the environment in any way I could. Every day, I put all my effort into finding a job. I worked hard on making my resumes and cover letters perfect for each job I applied to. I wanted to make sure that every application I sent out showed how much I wanted the job and how I could be a good fit for the company. Going to interviews was both exciting and scary. I was hopeful but also nervous about whether they would like me or not. Even when I didn't get the job or didn't hear back from them, I tried to learn something from each experience. I saw every interview as a step closer to finding the right job, even though it was hard when things didn't go the way I hoped. During this tough time, my parents were a huge help. They were always there for me, cheering me on. They could see how hard I was trying, and always had encouraging words for me. They kept telling me that keeping at it and not giving up was the most important thing. They believed that all the effort and hard work would pay off in the end, no matter how many challenges I faced. Their support made me feel stronger and kept me going, even when things seemed tough. One day, just like any other, I was going through my usual routine of looking for jobs, and feeling a bit worried after recent interviews. Then, something amazing happened. I got a phone call that would completely change my path. It was from the local environmental agency, the place where I had sent one of my many job applications. I had hoped they would respond, but part of me was afraid to get too hopeful. The person on the phone brought me a wave of hope. They told me they had read my application and could see how much I cared about making a positive impact on the environment. It felt incredible to know that my passion and hard work had shown through my application. They said they were impressed with my eagerness to help and my background in environmental science. Then, they offered me a job that sounded perfect for me. They wanted me to be a project coordinator for a project to clean up a local river. This was exactly the kind of work I had dreamed of doing, work that would allow me to make a real difference in protecting nature and helping my community. It felt like this job was made just for me, matching both my hopes for making a positive change in the world and the skills I had learned in college. Right away, I said yes to the job offer. For me, this wasn't just any job. It felt like a big chance to do what I've always wanted, to make a positive impact on where I live and help the environment. The project to clean up the river meant a lot more to me than just work. It was like a sign of hope and change. It was my chance to do something meaningful for the beautiful nature in my hometown, and to make sure it stays protected for kids and even their kids to enjoy in the future. Saying yes to this job reminded me how important it is to keep trying, no matter how hard things seem. It showed me that even in small places, a single person can make a big difference. This job was the beginning of what I hope will be a long career focused on taking care of the environment. It started with some tough times, trying to find the right job, but now it feels like I'm on the path to achieving my biggest dreams, helping the planet and making my community a better place.
Chapter 2: Charlie and the Snowstorm. Once upon a time, in a small town, there was a very big snowstorm. This wasn't just any snowstorm. It was the biggest one the town had seen in many years. The snow started falling early in the morning, and by noon, it had covered everything in a thick, white blanket. The roads were hidden, the trees looked like giant marshmallows, and the cars were buried under the snow. In this town, there lived a little boy named Charlie. Charlie loved the snow. He loved making snowmen, having snowball fights, and especially sledding down the big hill near his house. But this snowstorm was different. It was too big and too cold, and it made going outside dangerous. Charlie's school was closed because of the snow, so he was at home with his family. They were all warm and cozy inside, watching the snow fall from their windows. Charlie wanted to go outside and play, but his parents told him it was too risky, with the storm getting worse. As the day went on, the snow kept piling up outside. Then, something amazing happened. The people in the town started to help each other. Neighbors who had snow blowers, or plows, began clearing the roads and driveways. Some people who were good at cooking made hot meals and shared them with those who couldn't cook. Others checked on elderly neighbors to make sure they had everything they needed. Charlie saw all this happening from his window. He realized that, even though he couldn't go out and play in the snow, there was something else he could do. He could be helpful, just like the neighbors. So, Charlie and his family decided to make hot chocolate. They made a big batch and took it to the people who were working outside clearing the snow. They were very thankful for the warm drink on such a cold day. The snowstorm lasted for a couple of days, but the town made it through because everyone helped each other. When the snow finally stopped, and it was safe to go outside, Charlie had the best time playing in the snow, making up for the days he was stuck inside. But more importantly, he learned that even in the toughest times, being kind and helping others can make a big difference. This story, inspired by real life events that happen in many places around the world, shows us how communities come together in times of need. It teaches us about kindness, cooperation, and the joy of helping others.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe for more.